What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Treebeard's Toy Box. And today we're taking a look at the Star Wars The Vintage Collection VC-186 Return of the Jedi Boba Fett action figure. And I am very excited to have this figure. I'm really looking forward to the Black Series version, the deluxe figure that's coming out. Some people have started receiving that. I've got mine pre-ordered through Big Bad Toy Store, and I've not yet seen any kind of shipping notification. I think most of the people that are getting theirs have gotten them from Amazon, but hopefully very soon. But this guy should tide me over until then. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get Treebeard out of here and crack this guy open. So Boba Fett was never my favorite. I always thought he looked cool, but I was always kind of, I was more into my Jedis. I loved Luke Skywalker. I think he was always my favorite, and I loved Chewbacca as well, man. There was something, well, part of it's probably because I'm 6'9". So, yeah. So let's see here. Gonna go ahead and get it going here. So yeah, but like I said, so he was never my favorite, but I'll tell you what. After what he did, what they gave him story-wise in The Mandalorian, he is now one of my favorite characters. And I have the I'm excited because I have the Slave one that they're reissuing for the Vintage Collection. I have that on pre-order through Hasbro Pulse, so hopefully I'll be getting that soon. And I needed this guy to go with it. I have the Empire Strikes Back version, but this guy is closer to what we see in The Mandalorian as far as colors and the helmet size and everything. So we'll do a little comparison at the end. But yeah, let's see. I think we're good here. Should be able to slide him right out. Yes, there we go. I love the image here on the packaging. There's one part that looks kind of off, and if you notice down here at the bottom, they did airbrush that because it was originally just this top part, but they expanded it a little bit, and it looks all right, but you can definitely tell the bottom half is airbrushed or photoshopped, whatever you want to call it. It's just, it doesn't look the best, so yeah, it's kind of bad. Other than that, though, the packaging looks great. If you look at the back, you can see some other figures in the wave. I have a couple others. I have the Child pre-ordered, and I have Grief Karga pre-ordered. I missed the pre-order on Boba, so I actually picked this guy up on Mercari. He's been popping up at Target, but I have missed him. So let's get him out of here. There we go. Always have a little trouble getting the Vintage Collection figures to stand up. Set him there for now. Get his rifle out of here. So yeah, and because I'm able to be careful there with the with opening that, I can slide that other piece or the this guy back inside. And let's see. Usually I can get it. Let's see here. Sorry about the noise. Voila. There you go. So we'll set that aside and let's get a look here. So as far as I can tell, color-wise, he matches up pretty good from the images I've found online. The main difference I've noticed is in some of the pictures his cape can look brown. His jetpack might be a little bright, but other than that, it's pretty good. And I love the helmet's a little wider than the Empire Strikes Back version for some reason, which is odd because the Empire Strikes Back version has a removable helmet with a sculpted head underneath, and this one has a sculpted head underneath. You can see it there, but the helmet's not removable, and I don't think the head's painted or anything like that. But yeah, the paint apps are pretty great on this guy for as small as he is. Pretty good. Pretty good. Got your peg holes. Yeah, this guy looks and feels great. We'll see if he's going to be my new favorite vintage collection figure. So, all right, well, let's take a look at his accessories. So we get his rifle here. And it's got pretty good detail. It's like there's a couple different browns, like different shades of brown happening. So I'm pretty impressed with that. For the scale, it's pretty nice looking. So set that right there. And he also has his jetpack, which is removable. And this one is a lot more secure than the Empire Strikes Back one that just falls right off. So yeah. I love the colors on this. If you see, the peg on the back is a bit bigger than the Empire Strikes Back version. I've got that right here, actually. Quite a difference in size there, and color. So yeah, I love the newer one better, the Return of the Jedi version. So let's go ahead and get a look at the articulation here. So at the top, we've got a ball peg for the head. Lots of motion there. And I love these new the shoulder flaps here. They're attached at the top, whereas on the Empire Strikes Back version, they were part of, like you can see the joint in there, so they're part of the sculpt, and this is a separate piece that just lifts up. So you get tons of great motion there with the arm, single jointed elbow, and you get a hinge and swivel at the wrist, so up and down. And I love these, the new gauntlets, or the this version of the gauntlets, the Return of the Jedi version. I love that darker color, and that's also what we see in The Mandalorian. Let's see. And you've got a torso swivel here. Nothing at the waist, but this is all the motion you really need. And the belt is a separate piece, so that doesn't get in the way. You've got these typical weird hips, which I'm going to heat up before I move around. Then you got the thigh swivel and the single jointed knee, which from what I've seen is what we're getting in the Black Series version as well, with that new articulation. And a hinge and rocker at the foot. So pretty standard for the vintage collection. It feels really good. I am going to heat them up a little bit just because I do that with most of my figures. If I feel any kind of like strain or like it doesn't want to move, I usually hit it with a hairdryer. So yeah, this guy feels awesome. Yeah, lots of motion there, lots of movement. And these are nice and soft, so they don't seem to get in the way of the articulation. Got his little Wookiee braids here. Yeah, the detail is amazing. Really happy with this guy. And God, they just really, I mean, he's always looked like a badass, but what they had him do in The Mandalorian, my God, they just added so much to the character. It was mind-blowing. So yeah, had to get me this version of Boba, and I can't wait to get Slave 1, have him cruising around in that. And then I've got the, I backed the Razor Crest, so very excited for that, even though, spoiler warning, it got blown up. I think it's still going to be a cool piece to have in my collection. So yeah, let's see here. So if you look, let's compare them a little bit to the Empire Strikes Back version. And I just love the colors, like the green. I don't know, there's something about it that I like a lot more than the one on the left. The one on the this is the Empire Strikes Back, and this is Return of the Jedi. There's just a few little things going on with him that I like a lot better. He might be my new favorite vintage collection figure. My other favorite is the Beskar Mando. So let's see, let's get his jetpack on. Give him his rifle. And there he is. And his, oh man, his jetpack just fits so much better than this one. Here's this one. And for comparison, here is this guy. And then got our carbonized Mando. So yeah, I really like this figure. Very happy with him. I highly recommend him if you can get him for a decent price. I paid a little extra for this guy, but that's all right. It's going to happen from time to time. Had I not missed out on the pre-order, I would have been all right. But regardless, I am happy to have him, and I can't wait to get Slave 1 for him to cruise around in. And yeah, until we can get a Mandalorian version, this is going to do it. The helmet is just so much different than the Empire one. Something about it. I love that there's like a slight difference in the greens. Yeah, yeah. Little details, something about the pouches I like better about the Return of the Jedi one. And I think that was my favorite Star Wars movie, so. But anyways, kind of going on here. I think that's going to do it for the Vintage Collection VC 186 Return of the Jedi Boba Fett. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, I highly recommend this figure. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Please tell all your friends. And until next time, take good care.